is it still playing? Oh, there it goes. That's crazy. Well, welcome to Night Social episode 13. We got an echo. All right. Complications. That's what I get for not doing these more often anymore. Oh, boy. Well, everybody, welcome. It's the last one for the week or the month. Wow. We got a couple guests coming in. We got Chris from the 740 with us. Thanks for coming. Hoodlum is coming later on. Chevy will be here eventually. And maybe Val. Val might come in as well. We'll see if Bald and Curious wants to make an appearance. So we're just going to start off how it is, as always. Fun fact. Let's get it.
Ready for mine?
Let's do it.
All right. Most elephants weigh less than the tongue of a blue whale.
The tongue of a blue whale? How big are blue whales?
Oh, they must be really big.
The tongue?
The tongue of a blue whale weighs more than most elephants.
Should we get into that? Should we just go dive right in and see how long a tongue is of a blue whale? I bet it's the size of like a Honda Accord. 2-door. We got to do it. I'm curious. I'm looking it up.
All right. So while you're doing that, I'm going to do a little announcement here.
Do it.
We've got Adam Winchell and Vanessa Kitty watching over on my side. So we are cross streaming this tonight, guys and girls. So if you want to join the main chat, I do believe Devin has the link to his channel pinned up at the top of the comments. So if you guys want to come over here and subscribe, totally up to you guys and girls out there, but we'll be cross streaming. So Adam and Vanessa, if you leave comments on my side, the people on Devin's side are not going to be able to see it. So just throwing that out there.
That is insane. So the tongue weighs around itself 2.7 tons, and it's the size of a Honda. They don't say what type of Honda, but they just say a Honda. That's still insane. Oh my gosh. Like that big.
That's big.
Huge. All right. But yeah, first cross stream. And I want to thank you and appreciate everyone that is on his and my chat. All right. So my fun fact is Halloween, since it's getting a little fall-esque. So back in the day, the first trick-or-treaters actually had the dance for candy, not just say trick-or-treat. Oh, nowadays, they probably don't even say trick. They probably just say treat.
They probably don't even say that.
Yeah, they're probably like, give me the candy, motherfucker. No one gets hurt. Like these 6 to 10-year-olds are different. Like we just had a shooting here recently, and they were 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Well, it's insane society we live in. All right, before we get any deeper, let's go down the side chat. First in, Chicago Mike. Thanks for coming, buddy. We got Chessboard. Thanks for coming. Woods, how we doing? Vanessa Kitty. Oh, boy. Adam Woodgel, thank you. Sport Brand, what's up? I think that's a new one. Thanks for coming. All right. So we're just going to go kind of like a debrief for the month of August. So for me, it's been very busy. New job, a lot of shooting, a lot of different social media, but on Instagram and business stuff. So I, as you can see, I partnered with below the screen, Hard-Headed Veterans. Been pushing a lot of info and doing a lot of testing with my own personal setup. And I'm very surprised how much improvement they've done just in the 6 months. So if you have not checked out Hard-Headed Veterans, go and check them out. Everything's American made, in-house, very, very price. I want to say it's almost insane what their prices are compared to what's out there. Might as well just show it since we're talking about it.
This is the new helmet, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's all new. Another company that I'm getting closer to, and I have a really good relationship, just personal, I'd say. I wouldn't even, the only reason I'm going to do this, there's no affiliated, no partnership, nothing. It's just because they're a solid company. And it's not even the company, it's the people that are involved. So, Nocturne Industries, they're a night vision company. They are amazing. It's almost like a small family. One of the main guys, Jeff, down to earth, very transparent, very informational. So I had my original device was getting articulated a little bit too much, and the wires actually broke inside the housing. And their warranty for the housings are no questions asked, a lifetime. So if I really wanted to and just threw this across the room and then it breaks, I could send it back and they just send me a new one. But a lot of companies will just accept it and then send it back. But he took his time and explained everything. For one, I'm weird. I like to know why stuff happens and then solutions. He went down what types of wires, what types of enclosements of the wires they use in each different models of housings. So it's very, very transparent, informational. So if you're that type of person, these guys go more than above. I sent my device, I think it was like on a Wednesday or Thursday, and I got it back within that week or within the next following week. Brand new. They even upgraded it. So my other one had like plastic furniture. This was plastic. And then the IDPA stops were plastic. But now they upgraded it for free to the metal parts, which is amazing. So if you're in the road for night vision and you want to support that type of company, Nocturne Industries is the way to do it.
That's cool they took care of it, because I haven't even had a chance to ask you about that yet, because I remember the last time you and I were at the range, you said that the wire had broke on them.
Yeah, man, I felt when I sent those out, I felt like, I hate to say it, I'm probably going to get roasted because everyone says once you get night vision, it just takes up your personality. I felt naked. I'm just going to be honest. Like there was a almost a full moon one night, and I was like, oh, it'd be great to go shoot. And then I was like, oh, I don't have night vision. I was like, what am I going to do with my life? I could have still went and shot. I could have used white light, but what's the fun in that? So yeah, it was hard. I felt different. They also came out with what's called a bat pack. If you see my other video, it's a auxiliary battery pack, and it has 96 hours of runtime. It is insane, and it's lighter than other competing companies, and about the same price or cheaper on some of them. So those are the two companies that I've been dealing with a lot more, and respect them for how they treat their customer service and the ingenuity that they've been doing. All for our community, because at the end of the day, our community needs the uplifting and support, because we're always getting attacked from left and right.
We've had a few other people jump in over on my side. We've got Ozzy Orsborn over there, Ghost Tactical, and Buck, the Tactical Fud, has jumped in over on my side.
How we doing? How we doing, Ghost? It's going, man. Tactical Fud, thanks for coming. I love fun facts. Here we go. Fun fact: Thomas Jefferson almost went to war with the Ottoman Empire over Navy sailors being sold into slavery. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, Vanessa said earlier that the blue whale is the largest the largest mammal on the planet.
I believe it. If their tongue is that big,
yeah.
Holy poop! Oh shit! Look at that fun fact.
I saw that. Yeah. Well, it looks like she's happy about it, so
Right.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, they said highlight, so um trying to catch up on the side chat. Sorry guys. MCK, how we doing? How we doing? How good are those filtering out the light? Adam, what are you trying to what are you talking about exactly? Are you talking about the focusing caps? Or are you just talking about like the type of tubes I have in my device? Right, that blew my mind. Well, while we're waiting on that, let's go into what you did this month.
It's been a busy month.
Yeah.
Got added 2 new guns to the channel: the M&P 22 mag, the Beretta APX A1 Tactical. So we've been doing a bunch of ammo testing with the 22 mag, trying to get it to fail, and so far it's running like a champ, which is a good thing.
Nice.
Got some more stuff coming from Gideon Optics that I'm getting super excited about. And I got a lot of stuff coming up. But yeah, it's been a busy month. I've been trying to put out 3 to 4 videos per week. I got tons of stuff already sitting in the queue, ready to go on the uploaded to YouTube already. Just kind of waiting for some stuff to get monetized. And yeah, it's been a great month.
You stay grinding. You really do. Every time I either text you or call you, you either just got done filming or you're about to film, which is amazing. And you just hit 4,500 subs, right?
Yep, last night in the middle of the night went over the 4,500. Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's
So
insane. If I had like a soundboard, I'd be hitting all those buttons.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's like every time something like that happens, like now I got 5K on the brain. Like I'm just trying to push, get to 5, and then I'm like, I don't know how much more I can do.
Yeah, you can only do so much.
I've already pretty much burned up all the time I have, so it's like it's gonna come, and it'll come pretty quick. But yeah, it keeps me motivated, and plus I just enjoy it. So thank you, Vanessa. I really appreciate it. So we've had a bunch more jump in over on my side, Devin. We got CW Longshot over there.
I see that. Hello, guys. How we doing?
And Adam, Angry Sarge is here.
Oh, thanks for coming, buddy. So
and
Adam said excess light at night so you don't get washed out. My tubes are auto gated, so they adjust themselves to the light. If I'm not understanding your question, I'm sorry. It doesn't have an IR on board at all. Hopefully that answered your question. If not, yell at me and I'll try and re-answer it. Chessboard. Search Solutions. Sony made a night vision camcorder back in the 90s. Should be through and closed for less than. What? No way. Well, I can see why I got recalled and discontinued. I bet a 3-letter agency or some type of government or country entity probably picked that up, because if you could see through clothes, that's good for well, depends on how you use it, I guess. Just like anything else, that'd be very interesting and useful for certain situations. Here's another fun fact. Early 80s, I was going to inspector flying the Alaskan Super Found sites. Oh, thanks for sharing. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree with Sarge, man. You've been busy. A lot of videos. He said he's trying to make sure 1 week. Yeah, it's hard. It really is. YouTube is I talk about this all the time. I'm very early in the YouTube. I have mad respect for people that are been in it in the long run and still in it, because it is the most difficult platform you can fight me about it. It's the most difficult platform. It's the most genuine platform. And it's the most time consuming platform. All the other platforms, once again, you can fight me about this. It is the most rewarding as well, though. Like me hitting 500 subs, I still feel like I hit 100. Like I'm at all. I don't understand it. So for everyone that has hit this milestone or like even 10 subs, keep going. 45 is 100 is insane. And the people that have been in it longer and still hitting those milestones, it's amazing. Hats off to you.
We've had a bunch more jump in over here, Devin, on my side. We've got a new one, Lead Life. And
Lead,
he
I see
said
that.
he is from the 614. So we got another fellow Ohioan in here with us.
OH.
We've also had AAF jump in over on my side. Fluffy 10 millimeter Jeep guy is over there. M1A2 Abrams tank is with us. And Hunting and Stuff with J&J have all joined the
American
side chat.
Alien. You didn't get. That's crazy. You didn't get a notification. YouTube's already. I see. I knew this was going to happen. I reached like a certain point. YouTube's going to be like, "Burp." Yeah, doesn't surprise me. On I don't really know how YouTube stuff works for shadow banning, I guess, but Instagram, I got a couple warnings for some dumb stuff, so it kind of doesn't surprise me. Thanks for coming, AAF. Yeah, I see all these. So that's kind of cool. When you cross stream, I can still see them.
You can.
I didn't think you couldn't.
That's you can, but the people in your side chat and the people in my side chat are in two different chats.
Oh, yeah. So is that so? If I share it, like if I click on it, will everyone else see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you put all the comments on the screen, then everybody will know who's out there. Yep. That's
sorry, guys.
The workaround.
First cross stream. It's very interesting. Shrimp's heart is in its head. Man, we be eating that too. That's crazy.
So good though.
I know. I devein it and I just munch. Good shrimp. Good shrimp. MIT did a proof concept on seeing through walls, multi-spectrum radio waves. And DoD shut it down though. I bet they have all this stuff suppressed. We're not going to get political or anything. I'm just going to leave it at this. There's probably a lot of technology. Not probably. There is a lot of technology out there that we don't have access to, but the ones certain people do or certain entities have access to. They shut those stuff down for a reason, and it's sad, honestly. It really is, because there's a lot of stuff that people could do. So I believe it, and that stuff's so old, seeing through walls and with vibrationals and radio waves and spectrums, and it's so fascinating. But if Big Brother didn't come up with it, they'll definitely have access to it. Hunting and Stuff, J&J, how we doing? Hence wearing rubber suits, wax impregnated full body. What? That's a lot going on. I don't even know what that's from. Okay. Oh, congratulations. Here we go.
M1A2 has a question out there for us.
Where is it at? There it is. Would you use a 308 Win barrel for brakes?
He meant silencer. He said it later on. I don't have much. I don't have much to say about 308.
Me either.
I guess the best thing probably to do in that situation would be look at a bunch of different comps and brakes and things like that, and see what the most popular thread pitch is, because you don't want to do something.
Yeah, I don't think
you don't want to do something weird and then not be able to get anything for it. So I'm sure somebody out in the side chat can answer that question. Uh, I mean, pretty much everything you and I mess with is half by 28, but uh, I'm not real sure on the 30 caliber platform.
Unfortunately, I'm on the same boat. I don't have any experience with 308. Hopefully, someone in the side chat can help you out. I'm pretty sure there's somebody in the side chat that will definitely be able to answer or put you in the right direction. So Fluffy is right about that. Yeah, they had that forever before they actually implemented it. On one of my live chats, we kind of go into like the history um, of actually like making it public, and it was actually controlled on how much went public. So very true, very true.
We've had
Okay.
Ron Wayne join the chat over on my side.
Oh, yep, I see him. Thanks for coming in, Ron. So
There
Sport
we
Man 2.
go. Adam Winchell and CW Longshot both say 5/8 by 24 is your standard for
Perfect.
308.
Thanks,
Good to
guys.
know. I learned something there. So,
Yep.
MCK says the same thing. So, you got three guys out there that know what they're talking about. And guess what Adam Winchell did yesterday? He puts out a video. He went to Thunder Valley.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I was jealous. Very jealous.
Yeah, I got to go there. Organic growth is slowly down on YouTube. Cross branding on Twitter, paying for Instagram ads through Facebook business helps a ton. Plus, guest or guest spots work really good too. So people actually, really, well, I don't have a Twitter. Instagram ads? I didn't know they. I know you can like promote on Instagram, but I didn't know you could do like YouTube promote for on Instagram. That's interesting. Facebook business. That's one thing I lack is Facebook. I have one, I just never use it. Perspective. The guest spots, yeah, being on other people's platforms and collabing or cross streaming, that does help a lot. When I first started out, a lot of Chris's and a couple other guys' subscribers luckily liked me enough to sub and stay loyal, and I appreciate that. So yeah, you're right about that. I didn't know about the other stuff, Sport. Thank you. Oh, bud. That's funny. Trigger Bar Philosopher. How we doing?
He's watching over on my side. Another great YouTube channel right there.
I do. I believe in growing it organically too, because if you don't, like, I don't know. Some people don't care, but I care about that more genuine viewership and slowly growing. I don't even like. There's some platforms I know for sure on Twitter and Instagram you can. I don't know if it's like buy. I don't even know if that's the word, but you can like do fake accounts and like just swamp them onto your account. But what's the fun in that? Like it doesn't. For me, it doesn't fulfill. It just feels fake, like posing. I guess. I don't know.
Man, AAF is getting close to 50,000 subs. He's getting real close.
I'm with you on not posting. Yeah, I'm not posting for ads.
No,
Not at all. That's ridiculous.
I don't even pay for ads with my business page on Facebook. Like my live, not my YouTube, but my actual company that I own. I don't even pay for ads over there.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
For ads. Some people do it. I don't know. I mean, to each your own. But me personally, I'm with you. I'm not.
Well, just what? A base ad on Facebook is $5 a day. That, man, I'm telling you what, that can get out of control real quick.
Especially if you, I'm assuming there's probably like a repeat or is it just like you pay once and you're good?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I think you just pay $5 a day now, but who are they pushing that to? Like,
that's true.
Know.
Yeah.
So let's say, for instance, for me, I very rarely go outside of this county that I work in. So if they're pushing all my shit to different counties that I don't even work in, what good's it doing anyway?
They're probably going to look up like plumbers most utilized in Ohio or
Right.
whatever. And then they're going to be like, all right, this county over here or this city. And you're going to be like, I'm 3 hours from there. I'm not taking a call, which is insane. $5 for 1,000 views over a week. Just,
That's not bad.
I still don't get it. Like, why pay $5 when you could like put something into, I don't know, do a good job and have people actually like your stuff. I don't know. I feel like when you pay for it, you're not going to get that fulfillment. Sorry, I can't talk today.
Well, it's like Facebook's done really good for my business. You just have to put the work in. Like you gotta shoot videos, take pictures of your work, upload that stuff every day. You get out of it what you put into it. Plain and simple. You know, most people have business pages on there. They don't do anything with them.
How we
Look
doing?
how many. But I mean, when I started up the new company a couple years ago, the company really thrived because of Facebook. But I was hammering down every day, putting pictures and videos and ads and doing it all myself and putting it up. But it's just there is no easy way to run a successful business.
No, it's all hard.
Yeah.
And well, since we're talking about business, might as well plug it, right? So right now we're doing a giveaway of a PVS 14 with a catch. So I'm going to share my website. All right. So when you go here, you'll kind of scroll down. It's a collaboration with Red Phosphor, PVS 14. So you purchase a shirt, one of these three, and you record yourself doing something pretty cool. Make sure it's legal. Don't get yourself or myself in trouble and don't get hurt. And you tag myself, which is Spectre Solutions LLC on Instagram, and Red Phosphor, or you can email it as well, the video, and you get put into a competition. Right now we have, I think, 6 submissions, and it ends first week of October. So you still got some time. These are print to order. You'll get it within 3 to 5 days, depending on where you are. And yeah, once these are gone, they're gone. I think there's like 2 or 3 stickers left. That doesn't count for the giveaway. It's just something cool, like a little memento. But yeah, these shirts, and do like a little video. Doesn't have to be anything cool. You don't have to shoot anything exotic. It can be any type of video, and you'll get put into the basically Red Phosphor and I are going to go over it and watch each video, and we're going to rank them, and the best 3 are going to get posted to social media and actually let everyone else choose their favorite, and the one out of those 3 will actually win the PVS 14.
That's cool. Yeah, let everybody else pick the winner.
Yeah. So we're going to pick like our favorite top 3, and then we're going to let everyone else pick. I figured that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, those designs turned out great.
This is a big favorite, the Reaper. This one's still kind of cool. No, that's not my car.
Hey, Bald said he doesn't have his link if you didn't see it.
That's crazy. All right. I'm going to stop sharing, and I will be...
And I wanted to tell you that Trigger Bar Philosopher has subbed your channel, Devin.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to share this with Bald.
Artac and Daughters has joined the chat over on my side. Good to see you, Artac. AAF, we've got Spectre's link to his show pinned up at the very top of the comments.
Yes.
So,
Val, I invited you.
MC has joined the chat over on my side. So if anybody has not subbed that's watching on my side, There is a link pinned at the top. If everybody wants to come over on the Spectre side and hang out with his side chat, you're more than welcome to. Warsaw Patriot has joined the chat on my side, and so has GGW.
How we doing? What are you drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
Coors Light.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So since we're already talking about merchandise and stuff, so a couple new things that are also coming. We got hats, black and multicam black, stitched up. They're kind of like trucker hats, flex fit. They do stretch. Oh, wow. There he is. They stretch a little bit, not too much, but they will fit everything but an extra small. So as long as you don't have like a 3X head or an extra small head, you'll be fine. The other thing that we got are Spectre Solutions brand patches, Velcro. These will be coming as well. And I always like to do this on my live chats. I've been doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. It was like the leak stuff. It's kind of funny. So this is a collaboration patch that's coming up. And the lightning bolts and the nods glow in the dark. And there's only very few of these. That's going to be a collab that's happening in a couple weeks with unauthorized apparel.
You gonna say something for me?
Yeah, they'll be up there, buddy.
Just save me some patches and let me know how much money I sent you. I can't keep up with all these giveaways.
You got it. How's that 10mm doing?
Not good, to be honest. I was kind of hoping we'll be up a couple of grand, but we're not. So not really great. I think this week I only got like one entry. So I don't understand why.
That's sad.
It is sad. I mean, it's a good cause, and it's statistically it's a good deal. Yeah. I'm trying to get 200 tickets. Now it looks like I won't even get 200 tickets. So you would think everybody would be all over it because, I think we only got like, I don't know, freaking 15 people so far or something, plus a couple of people that donated through Gives and Go. So it's kind of sad.
Is it $50?
Yeah, it's $50 to get in. Yep.
Man.
Real quick, I want to say DJ Play Nice has joined the chat, and Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy said he just placed his first order with AIM Surplus because of you talking about them. Fluffy, I got something pretty cool coming up at the end of September. Me and Matt from RTT Guns and Gear, Jesse B Outdoors, and Reloading from the Hot Pot, we're all four heading down to AIM Surplus to film all day. So hopefully we will get you some cool videos from down there.
That's nice.
Yeah. Hey, you had the cool day. You got to hang out with Coda Boy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it was. It was a cool day. I got a video, but it just got a copyright strike. It's not even live. The YouTube's pissing me off because I used the YouTube song or audio or whatever, and somehow even that got copyright strike. So I gotta redo that. But it was Mifflin County Sportsman Association. I mean, that place is awesome. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 different ranges. Longest one's 1,000 yards, and it's $150 a year. So I couldn't resist. We went out there. AACM performed like a dream. We set up targets 300, 400, 500 yards, and I was banging them all day long with my 1 to 10 Athlon. The BDC, the ammo matches to the BDC almost perfectly, and it was no brainer. And I'm not talking about the big targets. We had a 1/3 IPSC target at a 500 yard.
Dang.
Yeah, it was fun. KB was working on his shotgun. He got that running finally. I think he's doing video on that, so he was all stoked, psyched up about that. It was a good afternoon. It was well worth the drive.
Did you drive down to PA and meet him?
No. I was in a PA for something else. I was working in my sister's house, and his range about probably 2 hours away from my sister's house. So I took the afternoon off and I went to meet him. I did, I hung out with him. I was working in my sister's basement. She's trying to finish her basement.
Oh, okay.
That's nice
And
of you.
Gabriel has joined the chat over on my side.
Seen that. Chicago Mike said 500 yards is too far for me for precision.
Depends what you call precision. I mean, 1/3 dipstick target, that's like this, it's really not that big. And 1 to 10 scope, you can see it just fine. And I kind of put KB to shame because he had the fancy primary rounds, $1,500 scope, and I had my $400 Athlon, and I was keeping up with him, no problem. So, although it's a nice scope, the one he has, I mean, once you look through my scope and through his scope, you kind of know what you're paying for. But it's not that my setup is not competitive enough.
Is it that big of a difference? Is it just the glass?
When you're looking through a scope and your eye has to be like perfectly lined up, the eye relief and all that, and then you see the glass, you see whatever you're looking through the glass, and then you have the black ring around, right? That's the tube. So on my scope, that black ring is maybe 1/2 inch round. On his scope, there is no black ring. That thing is like 16 of an inch thick. So when you keep your both eyes open, it's like there's nothing there. And the glass is a lot clearer. And not that my scope is a bad scope. I mean, I love Athlon. I love my scope. I mean, it does what I need it to do. It's plenty clear for the 3-gun. The BDC works just fine. I think for the quick acquisition with the right ammo, BDC is probably easier than Mills, because you don't have to look at the hash marks. You don't have to look. You got 2, 3, 4, 5. You line it up, or you put it in between, and boom, send it. So I think it makes it a little easier. I know that most of the people prefer mill scopes, but I think with the right ammo, if it's set up, it's a pretty good combo.
Yeah, when eventually I'm going to get into like precision and long range, but all the research I've done, that's probably the type of scope I'll go with. The one where I don't have to do too much to make a good shot and recalculate.
If you're gonna do real long distance, then yes, you want to have you don't want a BDC, you want the actual mills and all that, because it's a different animal,
right?
But because it's hard, it's hard to on those rifles, it's not that simple to match the BDC. But when you're talking about hitting, basically, 10 MOA target, then that's not really precision. Precision is hitting 2 or 3 MOA target.
From how far?
Well, it doesn't matter. 10 MOA. So at 500 yards, you're shooting. If you can hit a 10-inch target, that's not really something super precision. At 500 yards, if actually not 10 MOA, that 10-inch, that's actually, no, I'm lying. 10-inch, that's 2 MOA. So that's actually pretty good. I'm lying.
Yeah. Okay.
10 MOA would be what, 50-inch, right? So yeah. But the IPSC target we're shooting, the thing is, thing was probably, I don't know, 24 inches tall, give or take. It's a 1/3 of the IPSC target, or 1/2.
Damn. So at 500 yards, obviously it's even smaller technically.
Yeah.
Real quick, we've had a few other people jump in over on our side. I think we said hi to M. Gabriel, but if not, M. Gabriel's over there. Duffer 426 has joined over on my side. AR Gun 1776 is out there. Good to see you, Elliot. R4 Mississippi Thunder is out there. So we got a lot of people coming in.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming. All right, Val, we're not going to let you get away from this. We need a fun fact.
Fun fact, starting February 13th, in New York State, all the sales will go not through NIC check, but through New York State Police background check. All sales, including ammunition sales. And you got to pay for it. It's not free. There's a fee associated with that. So in other words, there's no more Second Amendment in New York whatsoever. So any gun you're going to buy, you have to pay for the background check. God forbid you want to buy a little box of 22, you have to pay for the background check. And I'm talking, I don't think it's a lot, but it's a matter of principle. I think it's like they're talking about anywhere from $7 to $10 or something like that. But you go buy a little 55 box of CCIs, now you got to pay another $10 just to pass the background check to get it. That's going to put a big hurt on all these small stores because the ammunition sales will drop. They're going to be non-existent, pretty much. I mean, until now, to buy ammunition, you just had to fill up the form, and the dealer had to keep it for his records. So now they want to do this whole thing. I don't think they have a system in place, considering they want to do it in 2 weeks. So I'm sure it's going to be a shit show to begin with. So there's your fun fact. As much as New York sucks, it sucks even more right now.
All right, M1. Appreciate you coming.
That is so, in my personal opinion, unconstitutional. That's insane. Oh my goodness. So when are you leaving New York?
I don't know. I mean, there's just right now there's a lot of crap going on in my life, so it's not that simple. Right. I mean, I'm working on it. I mean, hopefully early next year, I'm going to start working on something somewhere else. And eventually, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I'll just pick up and go. But, I mean, it's coming. It's definitely coming.
AAF says his home state is on that bullshit. So if you want to reveal what state you're on, go ahead. I'm curious what other states are behind that. Because I know our state does not. We don't have that.
It's definitely not in the state that he lives in now. I can tell you that. That shit ain't gonna fly where he lives now.
Oh, did we? Someone drop out? Oh, yep. He said he's calling it a night. See, Abram, thanks for coming in. Oh boy. Oh boy. A lot of people are moving at this point. What? New York. Oh, I wouldn't even say that. New York's pizza's mediocre, honestly. Oh, here we go. We got some.
Oh, wow. I bet. Can you imagine how many people come across to buy shit? Because Indiana's got pretty relaxed laws like we have here in Ohio.
Yeah, but that, if you ask me, that's bullshit, okay? Because if you're claiming you're a free state, why the hell would you care if the guy buying the ammo is from Illinois?
Shit, okay? If I own a gun shop, I don't care. They can all come over and buy ammo from me.
Exactly. Yeah. If you ask me, that's bullshit. Because that's just like me trying to buy American-sized magazines online from somebody. And as soon as you mention you're in New York, the guy gets all hell bent. Oh, I'm not tripping to New York, blah, 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 blah. I live in a free state. Well, you're in a free state. What the hell you worry about then? So it's the same story. I'm like, I'm not asking you to ship it to me. Ship it to Pennsylvania. Dang. So that because I go, I can buy ammo in Pennsylvania when I go there. I can buy ammo in Connecticut. Connecticut is restricted as well. You need to have what's called ammo purchasing card, or you need to have a concealed carry permit in Connecticut. Now, I do have a non-resident concealed carry, so it's not a problem to buy ammo over there. But I mean, I don't buy that much ammo to begin with. I mainly buy components. I'm pretty much set on 22 and all the other ammo, so I don't really buy ammo. And if I find the score like that AAC ammo, I have it shipped someplace else, not here, because we can't have it shipped over here unless, again, you're a ammo dealer or whatever. So it's just everything's getting ridiculous in the state, and considering the crime rate, the taxes, and everything, this is a complete waste of freaking money. Mm-hmm. And it's not gonna solve anything. Again, it's gonna put hurting on the small businesses that are probably hurting already because the gun sales are really, really low right now, and it's gonna hurt regular law-abiding citizens. That's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
for sure.
Duffer said that was that Rural King. in Indiana. So now we're that kind of changes things a little bit because they're a big franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Rural Kings all over Ohio. So maybe there's a bunch of Rural Kings in Illinois. I don't know.
Maybe. I see a lot of people are fighting over pizza now. They didn't like that. I had New York pizza from 2 different areas. I don't remember what they were. It was years ago. I had obviously a big slice of pie. It was on a paper plate, folded, the whole what you're supposed to do with your pie, but it was not that good. And one of them I had to wait like 40 minutes. I was like, what? I didn't place a delivery. I'm here to get it. Oh boy, here we go. Hoodlum, how we doing?
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry, buddy. You're
I was
good. I appreciate you coming
running
in.
around like a maniac. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Definitely, man. It's always great to have you.
So now that Chevy's here, can we brag on him a little bit about how cool this VR videos he's putting out every Saturday are?
Yes, that is something I wanted to get into it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we got to talk about it. I want to know what made you come up with that concept, because I've never seen anybody do that, and it's just the coolest thing to watch.
I don't know. I thought it sounded fun.
I'm gonna pull up one of his videos. Keep talking.
Put a link to his channel.
What's that?
I said put a link to your channel.
I will. Hold on. Keep talking, Chevy.
Yeah, no, so I don't know. I had a VR headset. I got one a couple years ago, one of the Quest 2s. And I'm into guns. I'm a gun guy. So I wanted the first person shooters. And I looked up what was the most realistic ones. So I played one called Onward, which is pretty fun. It's like a military simulated shooter. And then Into the Radius came out, and it was like a horror game in like post-apocalyptic Russia, and the gunplay in it's pretty good for a video game. It's like really good. And I was like, man, it'd be cool to compare these to real guns. So I just tried it, and my videos are not popular, but they're fun. They're kind of fun to look at, so I'm going to keep making them.
I think it'll get popular over time. I don't know, man. It's just it's freaking awesome. Like, I look forward to Saturday to watch one of those videos, because I love how you edit the video game footage and then edit yourself at the range. Like how you I don't know. It's just so cool.
Mix it back. Well, thanks. Yeah. I got like my small entourage of like 5 or 6 guys that like cheer me on every week, and I'm like, okay, I got to keep making them. Guys like watching them.
Well, yeah. I don't know. We'll get some people from both chats tonight to go over and watch them, because, man, I mean, it's just so cool to watch.
All right, I just posted your channel. All right, I'm gonna find one of my favorites. Where is it?
I have a bunch of stuff filmed already. I didn't put out a video last week because I had a ton of stuff going on, and it was family time. But I'm going to try to get one out this Saturday, because I don't want to make a habit of missing one, because I did really good for about 6 weeks in a row getting them out.
All right, here we go.
But the reason why I'm late. No, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Show that. That you need to show that.
The reason why I'm late today is because I've been waiting. I bought this silencer about 8 years ago, and it got lost by the store that had it because they went out of business, and it got stuck in limbo, and it was in limbo for a couple years, and then Thunder Valley Precision got it because they got all the cans from that store, and then I worked at another store that was an SOT, and I transferred it there, and I don't work there anymore. I took a job closer to home, and they texted me yesterday and said my can was in. So about 8 years on this can, so I wanted to go get it today.
That is insane. I'm never going to complain about a 9 or 6 month wait now. That is insane.
Yeah.
M. Gabriel said he went over and subbed Hoodlum's channel, so thank you, M. Gabriel.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
Here we go. I like it because it's the PPSH. It's a cool gun. So let's give her a little love.
It's hard too when there's so many different variations of different types of guns.
41 or the Papashaw. For this episode, I couldn't get my hands on a Russian Papashaw, but I did get my hands on a full auto Chinese Papashaw, which is a copy of the Russian Papashaw. Main difference is this one has a overfolding metal stock instead of the wood stock, but it's pretty much the same gun, and I'm excited to show it to you. So let me know what you think. So while I wasn't wrong when I told you guys the Chinese Papashaw we're shooting today is basically the same thing, it is. But I did want to tell you specifically what it is, and so you guys can see the difference for yourself and know what I'm talking about. The gun we're shooting today in real life is a Chinese PPSH-43, which the Chinese call the Type 54. So the Russian, it's basically the upgraded Russian PPSH-41. It has a magazine well that protrudes out of the gun. Doesn't have a selector lever anymore for semi or full, but it has a safety, which is in the same similar location. It's right in front of the trigger guard. It's just shaped different. It also has a steel folding stock that folds on top of the receiver, which looks way different. And the rate of fire is quite a bit different. In the original PPSH-41, the rate of fire was somewhere around 900 rounds per minute. The upgraded Chinese Type 54 that I'm going to shoot today has a slower rate of fire at around 600 rounds per minute. And you can see that when I'm firing it, that it has a much slower rate of fire than the gun in the game. One other big difference here, the gun that we're shooting in real life today has been converted to 9mm because it's a rental machine gun and it's just cheaper for us to shoot here in the States. So it's not actually chambered in 7.62 by 25. But it is a real Chinese Papashaw. It is full auto. They are, like I said, pretty much the same gun. And I just want to let you guys know what it actually is so you wonder why it looks so different. If you look inside the trigger guard, you can see me manipulating the selector. Flipping that forward and back changes it from semi-automatic to full auto.
I think we lost Devin, and
One thing to note, the real PPSH-41s were issued with 71 round drums. Just like in the game, you can get one as well. And the rate of fire on these machine guns was so high that made sense to have that option to have a drum. Just carrying drums in real life sucks, so I understand why people may not want to use them. The Chinese PPSH-43 or Type 54 that we have today, the mag well's different, so they can accept drums. And you can see from me firing it right there, the rate of fire is much slower, so that kind of takes away the absolute need for a drum, and you can get away with using stick mags.
all right, looks like I'm taking over the show until Devin gets back. There he is.
Hey.
Holy poop. So when you're going through that in the VR, do you ever actually like walk into anything, or do you just stationary?
Oh, that's a good question. I just stay stationary. Well, I have a bad leg, so I like this game because I can play it setting down. Most of them you have to play setting up. So I play this game setting in a chair.
That's impressive. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it like
and then you use a thumb joystick to walk around, but you can still look in all directions and stuff, and it doesn't look very impressive in 2D like that, but when you put the headset on and you can like look around and there's people running at you that's the same size as you, it's pretty cool.
Both my kids have that. I try, and they had it for a couple of years. I tried the boxing game or whatever that comes with it, and I was knocking furniture all over the goddamn living room because I took over the entire living room.
Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy out there has subbed Hoodlum's channel, and so has AAF. So thank you very much, everybody, for supporting him. Sport Brand has subbed his channel. So has GGW, Vanessa Kitty. Awesome. Thanks.
You're pushing what, almost 700, 600 followers or subs?
I think about 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Well, we're gonna get you the 7.
Hey, yeah, I'll take it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you talking about that was your favorite one. I think my favorite one I made so far is the double barrel shotgun one. It's really cool.
That was a good one.
That was
It's
good.
just kind of slow to reload to make it like interesting to watch, but it's just super satisfying to shoot and throw the empty cartridges out, or shells, I mean.
That smoke shot was amazing. How you got that? That was pretty cool. That was like some
Yeah.
movie stuff.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I love that. I bought that gun for $75.
What? That's a steal.
Yeah, it's over 100 years old.
Speaking of
I got
buying
one
guns,
like that, but I paid a lot more than $75.
so apparently New York is going to where you have to get background checks for purchasing ammo and everything else now, and you have to pay for your background check.
Sounds like something the Supreme Court will have to fight for the next 10 years while everybody else suffers.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because New York doesn't care. Just like the Bruin decision came in and they said, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll give everybody license to carry. Here we go, boom, $600 to get your permit. Oh, you need 16 hours of training in class, 2 hours on range, and this and that, and check. We have to check your social media, and we're gonna check this, we're gonna check that. So yeah, the only thing that changed is it costs you a lot more money now. So.
Yep.
And then what happened is down in Long Island when they came up with that 16-hour in class and 2 hours on the range, there was a bunch of people on the range getting their certification, and a cop showed up and they locked them all up, including instructors, because technically you're still not supposed to touch the handgun in New York until you have the permit. So there was like a whole confusion because the way the law is written, I guess down in Suffolk County, they explain it to themselves differently. So it was a big shit show, like a whole state.
That's a shame.
So earlier, Chevy, I was talking about Nocturne Industries. So did I tell you about my other device getting the wires breaking basically in the harness or housing?
The one you sent back?
Yeah. So
I didn't know what happened to it.
So when you articulate them, like the wires inside when they connect to the tube, I guess over time they just break, depending on whatever coating or epoxy they use inside. So when I sent them back, or when they got sent back, obviously it was a free warranty, no questions asked, but they upgraded all my furniture for free for like aluminum. So like the dovetail was aluminum, the IDPA stops were aluminum, like that. That was pretty cool. I didn't think they would do that.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
It reminded me of Low Light Innovations when what they did for you.
Yeah. So I bought the Eternus from Low Light Innovations, if you guys didn't know, and it's just a fixed set of dual binocular night vision goggles. And I bought their original like beta testing set of housings. They 3D print them with nylon 12, so it's like a really high density 3D printer. Like we're not talking like hobby stuff. It's like the big $100,000 printers. But I bought their beta test one, and I had it for a year. And the owner reached out to me and said, "Hey, I have new housings. I redesigned them. The basic design's the same, but they did stuff like add like he told me they added brass where like the all the threads are. So you know how like the is it the objective lens on the outside, how they thread in?
Yeah.
All those have like brass inserts made into the nylon 12 housing. So basically what it made was it was a nicer, more refined product, and the lenses turn smoother. So I sent it into him and he gave me a new housing for free. So
which is
pretty
insane.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they were
he said he didn't want to see. What's that?
I was going to say they were a small company, and just supporting the consumers is how you just grow to what they are now. But what were you? Sorry to interrupt.
No. I was going to say, he just told me that he didn't want his old original beta housings out in the wild because he had made so many improvements to them that he wanted people to see the new housing, not the old one. So he just changed it for free, and I think it's like an $800 housing.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah,
Scottish
pretty cool.
American. There we go. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And we still got 15. Should we keep going or call it?
It's your show.
That's true. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it.
Might as well keep going. Chevy just got here, so
Exactly.
and I want to say hi to Scotsman out there. What's up, brother?
Oh, there he is. So next week is ORD. On the last live, I kind of talked about it a little bit. So that goes into live chats the first of the month and last of the month. So next Thursday, well, yeah, technically next Thursday, this coming Thursday, I plan on doing one in the hotel, just like a 30 to 45-minute live chat, and doing like a breakdown of what I'll be doing the next day and the weekend to come in ORD, like classes, the equipment I'll be using. Won't be able to show everything because pews, but that's the plan. So next Thursday will be a live chat and basically talking about and going more in depth into that for everybody in the side chat.
Cool.
So Chevy, what'd you do this month? We kind of like had a debrief for August.
Banged out a bunch of those VR YouTube videos and just life and work and all that sort of thing. I'm trying to piece together a World War I like U.S. Doughboy kit. And so I've been like pricing out all my web gear and my uniforms and stuff. And I plan on shooting some combat 2-gun matches in Doughboy kit. So I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yo, that's going to be sweet.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't wait. I'm going to shave off the beard and leave a big block mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, man, that's going to be priceless.
You guys will like this. The guys that are older than me may know what these are, but I know it's super dark. I'm in my car. But I didn't know this was a thing. In World War I, their ammo cans were made of wood, and they had these leather straps. But I just picked this up today when I got my can, and they have a metal latch, but they are super nice. So anyway, I'm going to run some like real wooden ammo cans for my 1917 kit. It'll be pretty cool.
That is insane.
I think this one fits on a 1919 machine gun. I'm not sure. It has slots in the can. I'd say it does.
You going to get one of those machine guns?
Hey, can you
A
blow him
1919.
up,
Well,
Devin, so we can see that ammo can again?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
you want to see it?
Yeah. Sure, everybody out in the side chat wants to see it too.
Yeah, it's, like I said, sorry it's dark in here. I'm in my car. But yeah, it's wood. You can see the wood grain.
Yep.
And then let me see, turn it here. It has a metal latch. It's pretty cool. You press this button, and then you can open it up.
That's really neat.
It's really cool. And it has a leather handle. So it's about the size of a regular steel ammo can nowadays, but it's made of wood. And that's what they use. That's what the U.S. used back in World War I.
So is that the actual? That the actual World War One? Like
Yeah, it's a real can. I think somebody might have repainted it at some point because there's no U.S. markings on it. But if you look in the bottom here, I got to get my suppressor out of it. I'll show you guys. See if I can get this to come up on camera. You look in the bottom of the can.
Oh yeah.
Those are cartridges in there, like painted on the bottom.
Yep.
It's kind of cool. So, and then I also noticed today, because I'm not an expert in this, I just like the stuff. See if I can get it to come up. Oh yeah, this right here. That's a slot in the wood. I'm pretty sure that's to mount this to a machine gun. I'm not 100%. I'll look it up, but I'm pretty excited.
That's actually pretty neat.
Gun website said he's a big fan of ammo cans.
Yeah,
Really?
G-Web's also said that mostly all those ammo cans are painted. Um, he says the Navy would paint theirs gray, Army was green, but had writing on them, so people would paint over them over the years. Okay, very
Yep.
cool.
Yeah. Well, I figured that this was a green Army can. I know the Army did paint them green, but what I suspected that it was repainted, which I could be totally wrong. I'm just guessing. There's a run in the paint on it, and I don't see any U.S. markings. So I'd say at some point it's 100 years old. Somebody repainted over it, but it looks right. So
That was too cool.
That's not something you see every day.
no, yeah, I know it'll work perfect for my LARPing too.
We've had a few people jump in over on my side. We got G-Webs over there. Defense Dad has joined the chat, and Pat in a bunker is out there. But I think Pat's on your side, actually.
He is. He said,
we go.
why is it so dark?
Yeah, it is like dark. I'm just
But,
like a floating face.
You just had a concealed carry class, right? Or just like
I
a pistol
did.
class?
Yeah, yep. I just taught a basic concealed carry class.
How'd that go?
It was great. I hadn't taught one in about a year. I've been focusing more on advanced classes for people or private classes. And I filled it up. And this class almost funded all my steel targets I need to start putting on my combat rifle matches I'm going to put on here in my farm. So pretty excited about that. It's probably going to take me another 6 months or so to be ready. But I have quite a few acres to clear, and it's going to be awesome. I just ordered 12 IPSC plates.
Nice.
So
Let me know.
10 or 66 percenters, and 2 are like realistic shape. And I'm going to paint those like NVA or something and hide them in the trees. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to actually have like VIP targets that you can engage throughout the match. And if you engage those and get permission to engage them, you get bonus points. So it'll be pretty cool.
Here we go. Hoodlum reminds me of Max Headroom. Do you know who that is?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, those combat matches are going to be insane. When you're first one, I'm there. I don't care what happens to me or what I got to do. I will be there and have fun.
So I hope I don't scare people away in this match by requiring a bunch of stuff, because that's what that usually does, is it scares new people away.
Yeah.
But this whole match is going to be infantryman themed. So you're going to have web gear at least and full combat loadout. Like I'm going to make people carry. You got to bring your 210 rounds of intermediate cartridge. If you run a battle rifle cartridge, still your 7 mags minimum, water, IFAK, bag. Like you don't have to have like a ruck on, but you got to have gear and a pistol, because I'm gonna have pistol targets too. But it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna have all kinds of themes. Like you have to carry ammo cans from point A to point B to feed your machine gunner. It's gonna be neat.
That's sick. It's
gonna be cool.
Like that. That's definitely going to take off.
Well, Fort Harmer out of Marietta have been doing a match like that for a while, and I had no idea. I've been planning to do my own match for like the last 2 years, like big match, like a big event. And then Fort Harmer down in Marietta, Ohio does it. You guys should check them out because they're really cool. I went down there last Saturday and spent all day and filmed my former sniper buddy and his teammate shoot their combat match. And it was awesome. Like I loved it, and just pumped me up even more to put my own on. So you have to check them both out.
I put that in the notes. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. That sounds
if I take the gear that I had when I was in the army, I'd be the lightest one there, because all we had was a leather pouch that held 4 magazines for the VZ58, and you had a water bottle. There was the only 2 things you could really put on your belt, and everything was on a leather belt. There was no chest rig, none of this shit. So you put it on your leather belt. So you had 120 rounds plus the water bottle. That would weigh the whole fucking belt down like there's no tomorrow. So that was it. There was no IFAK. There was nothing. And you had what you call the knife, not the knife. That go what the hell? The The bayonet. Yeah, you had the bayonet. That was about it.
Look, he just pulled it out. Hang on. Let's plug you up.
Yeah, I picked this up today too. It's an 1888 British bayonet. It's slipping my mind the rifle it's for. 1888 pattern though. I picked it up with the can.
That's insane. That's crazy. Who just has one of those in their car? That's awesome.
Yeah. Of course, I got a
Thanks
bayonet
for
in here and
showing.
an ammo can.
No, that's cool. You don't see this stuff every day.
How
I like
far
the old
is
stuff.
Chevy away from us, Spectre?
He's
Fluffy's
basically
asking.
he's in Kentucky. I ain't gonna lie, he's in Kentucky.
Pretty much.
He really, like you walk a
Pretty
little
much.
further than his property, you're in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm actually down by in between. I'm in Ohio, but I'm down by West Virginia.
Okay.
Yep.
You have to climb a couple hills. So if you have like a regular car, you're gonna get kind of stuck. You're gonna have to get pulled out. You got to go up a couple mountains.
I
Down
do have a
below.
legit gravel road,
Yeah, you
but-
do.
but I am the last house on my road, and
is
you do hear banjos when you come out here.
He ain't wrong. I went out there at night, and let's just say I'm lucky I had high beams because I was like, there ain't nobody out here, which is a good thing.
No,
That's what we want.
what? Yeah, it's good.
Here we go, 67 Rebel. Thanks for coming. Good evening.
Good to see you, Rebel.
He's got a
Thanks for
Jeep.
stopping by.
The Jeep will do. That'll do.
Yeah, I've been in a car for years. You guys could do it.
Yeah. I was just being exaggerating.
Yeah, it is out in the boons though, which is it's good. All the cool ranges are out in the middle of nowhere. That Fort Harmer place I was just telling you about in Marietta, Ohio, they are out in the boons too. Way out there. But if you want like 100 acres to shoot cool rifle matches on, that's where you got to go. Yes, the Lee Medford. The Lee Medford, that's what it's for. The 1888 for the Lee Medford.
Thanks, Gabriel.
It also fits the long Lee rifles too. Mine's missing the button, but that's all right. I got it cheap. It's still cool.
There's a Marietta, Ohio. What the fuck? Yeah, we got a lot of I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, there's a tractor store in Marietta called Bridgeport Equipment, and they have a 50 BMG and M2. They have a M249 and a 240 for sale. They're all semi, but they got cool guns.
Talking about towns in Ohio, I did not know until I started going up north to shoot when I would go over to Pennsylvania or go up to Dynamic. There's actually 2 Nortons in Ohio. You got the one right south of us. Then you got one on your way like up to the Pennsylvania line, up around like the Akron area up in there. And both Nortons have gun stores. I just found out that other Norton had a gun store because Ohio Wolverine put a video out the other day at a gun store in Norton, Ohio, and I'm like, well, that ain't the gun store in our Norton, Ohio. So that was pretty wild.
It's like the Twilight Zone, man.
Yeah,
crazy. See you, Ron. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Ron. I'm gonna hook up with Fluffy one of these days. We're gonna get together and do some shooting.
He is local, isn't he? He's a couple hours away.
I think he's in Michigan.
No, like a couple hours north, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's too far up into Michigan. So, I don't care. I like going to Michigan. I hate their football teams, but
yeah,
I like the state of Michigan.
Oh wait,
I don't think I've ever been in Michigan.
I've
only been.
And
there.
I've been all over.
Oh my God, the UP is beautiful. Traverse City is gorgeous. You start getting up north in Michigan, man, it's beautiful up in there.
Hell, even I've been to Michigan a couple of times.
Sandy and clay. It's not like their mud is clay. It's weird.
Okay,
I've even been all the way to the west side of the Michigan.
He's in Ypsilanti, so.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that. I don't know then.
Really?
Ypsilanti.
What's it by?
Well, let's look.
Oh, here we go. We got a little. Indiana's okay. They're better than Michigan. I'll give you that. You say he delivers for Ohio. Okay. Well, I mean, Warsaw.
Most people can say the same thing about Ohio, though.
Yeah.
What's here? I like it, though. I like my Appalachia.
Yeah, you're right by that, aren't you?
Yeah, my county is actually part of Appalachia. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely skinwalkers. I guarantee when I was there that night, there was probably a couple of them.
So Ypsilanti, if you go up there, so you can actually take 23 all the way up. So you would go, I'm sure, Devin, you've been to the Cabela's in Dundee. That was, I think that's like one of the originals. So he's probably, I don't know. I'm looking here. I'm going to guess an hour north of Dundee.
Okay.
He's east. He would be west of Detroit. But yeah, you can pretty much take 23 all the way up there.
So, all right. So where Area 5 was last year, he's probably like 40. He's about an hour from there. So yeah, I know like within the area. That's not too far from here at all. Not bad.
Yeah, it doesn't even take us 3 hours to get to Detroit, does it?
No.
Yeah.
It's a boring drive. But
It takes me 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably does.
Well, Bald's got to come down and around and back up, and yeah.
I just go straight up 80.
That's something to ask. All right, let's just go around the panel. What is the furthest you've driven without stopping one way?
Mine's
Chris,
easy.
Go ahead, Chris.
Northern
One way,
Ontario.
without stopping.
Okay, so we switched drivers, but Northern Ontario was 36 hours.
So you,
Oof.
damn. All right, you win, but Bald, go ahead.
Well, I did Florida.
Okay.
I did 23 hours, and my wife did 1 hour.
Damn. How many times did you stop?
Well, pretty much just grab something to eat and take a leak.
Right. Okay. So no like hotel or anything.
No.
Okay.
I don't do that shit. When I drive, I drive.
Right. All right, Chevy. Let's hear it.
I did an army convoy stateside from Ohio to Wisconsin, but we had to stop for fuel, of course.
Damn.
That sucked.
What is that, like a day? Well,
I know on the drive up, we stopped and stayed at a National Guard armory, but on the way back, I'm pretty sure we went all the way without stopping, minus for fuel.
damn,
If I
all right.
remember right, it was a long time ago.
Well, I guess like I feel stupid even saying mine, but 7 hours.
7.
All right. Well,
7 hours. I did more than that on Tuesday just to shoot with KB.
I know. That's what it was for. I drove 7 hours to go shoot night vision. And then, but driving back, I was like, damn, why did I do this? Like, it was worth it, but I got my truck and I was like, fuck.
That's rough, dude. I'll drive a couple hours for a match, but man.
It was crazy. It was like end of the season type thing. So there was like more than just a normal match there. They had like a free steak that they were grilling out and giving the people. There was free machine guns that you could shoot as long as you had ammo. You didn't have to like rent the platform.
Yeah,
so like
cool.
I brought 45 ACP just to shoot the ump. So I brought 100 rounds just to fill up mags and like
You got to shoot one full auto?
Oh yeah.
How was it? I've never shot one full auto.
It was a little bit. It was like the MP5, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I wondered if the recoil impulse would be weird the way it goes down in that.
Yeah, it was a little bit more weirder.
So wait a minute. You're gonna call it ump, but you're gonna say MP5.
Well, that's two different.
It took me a second. To connect the dot. What the ump is.
Oh.
Well, you know what, dude? I just You know what? I feel dumb too. You said ump. I know what an ump is. I was thinking Chris Vector for some reason because
Oh.
that's one I've never got to shoot full auto. But I've never shot an ump full auto either.
Yeah. Okay. So an UMP 45 it looks like an MP5 kinda. It has like the similar ergonomics, but it shoots a little bit different. Yeah.
Actually, I'd say the UMP looks more like a Streetbach from Grand Power. It
Yeah,
doesn't
they
really
do.
look like MP5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, umps are HK, right? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But anyways, yeah. So I got to shoot the ump. I didn't get to shoot a Barrett. I really wanted to shoot the Barrett, but um, yeah, I just didn't. I don't know why. Scorpion shot Glock 18 that day. Full auto MP5. I also shot AK AR, and there was a 2.4 or no. Oh, there's a different belt machine gun, but I only went through a couple belts and then it like jammed and they like said no more. I forget what it was. It was really rare, but like it was one of those that you had to look for years for a part to fix it, and then after that part breaks, you gotta keep looking. It was that type of gun. I forget what it was. Now that's gonna bug me. But yeah. So that being said, and the steak, and then meeting like cool people, and then night vision stuff, I was like, this is worth it. And the cover fee was $20.
that's cool.
So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna send it. It was awesome. It was in Rosedale, like further, like almost out of Rosedale, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Cool dudes.
That's cool.
MG42. Oh, I don't want to say yes, but I don't want to say no. That dang.
They have one at the Bullet Ranch.
Dang.
You
You can buy it.
can rent one at the Bullet Ranch.
Oh, I thought you said you could buy it. I was like, man, I hate this. I hate to answer that, Pat. I don't want to be wrong. I honestly forget. It was not a 249. It was bigger than a 249. It wasn't a stoner. I know that.
I shot a
When you-
saw. That's about the only extent of my full auto.
It was 308. What belt is 308?
M60s. You can have 1919s converted to 308. Heck, I've even seen MG42s converted to 308. There's a bunch of stuff.
Dang. It looked like a 249, but it wasn't.
Was it a 240? They're bigger. They shoot 308.
I bet it was.
240,
I bet
probably
it was.
240 Bravo or 240 Golf.
It probably
Yeah.
was.
That's cool.
I think he just hit it. I think it was a 240. But anyways, it was down, so I didn't get to shoot it. I really wanted to. I love shooting belt guns. It's so cool.
Yeah, belt heads are awesome. You asked me earlier if I had a 1919 machine gun. I don't, but my buddy has a full auto one. Yep. He actually asked me if I'd get it out and blow the dust off from it not too long ago, so I'm gonna get it out and shoot it, clean it up for him. Yeah, I'm
That'd
pretty
be a
excited.
good video.
I've never shot a 1919 before, so I want to.
In person. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they're cool. They're a cool machine gun.
Is that on virtual reality? That type of gun?
I haven't seen a game with it yet. I did just get a new game that has a bunch of World War II guns, and I have a bunch of World War II guns, so I'm going to continue this series with World War II guns too. It'll be pretty cool.
As you should. All right, Chris has something for us. What are we looking at?
All right, so we were talking about Lake Agoge. So
I've never even
see, that is where we went. But about an hour plane ride south of there is where the roads end. So you have to fly into that.
Damn.
But yeah, that was a drive.
Damn.
And it is, I'll zoom in, but it is desolate up there. There is nothing.
You can probably do some good bear hunts up there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I would go. Get me a bear.
Yeah. I went up there twice.
1990 A4 semi-auto. So I'm
That's
indifferent
cool.
about that. I think it's cool to have something like that, even though it is semi-auto, full auto or not. I think it's still kind of cool.
They're very cool. Very cool. I just wish the semis, no, like you said, it defeats the whole purpose. It does, but they are cool to have. I just think, I wish they were a lot cheaper, the semis, you know, like the semi-auto big belt fed guns. They're
Right.
still so expensive.
I think some of those, if you have the right licensing, obviously, but I think a lot of them you can convert pretty easily.
The Bren was the British's one with the mag on top. What was the Japanese machine gun called? I can't remember. Was it a Type 99?
Yes. Yeah, that
Well,
thing was
they had a Type 99 Arasaka too, but they designated a whole bunch of stuff with the same designation. I think that's what it is. I'm not a Japanese World War II expert.
What was their precision gun? It was
Their sniper rifle?
yeah. No. Man, I don't know if it was it was kind of like a car 98. Maybe it wasn't.
Japanese ran Arasakas. The Germans ran 98s, car 98s.
Maybe it was there. So yeah, okay. So their version, so the Arasakas. So on it, one of my family members has what I think is, it could be fake, but they grinded off the Rising Sun.
Yeah, that's called a mum.
Okay.
And after World War II, in order to have those imported, a lot of those were ground off. So you can still find them with mums, and then a lot of them are ground off. Most of them you find are going to have the mums ground off from them.
And the only reason, like, you can obviously tell it was grinded, but on his, you can still see some of it on the side. And I was like,
yeah,
this is amazing.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those guns.
And it could be real, could be not. I don't know if it is or not. I mean, people can fake stuff all the time, so I'm not going to say it's real or not.
I didn't know a mum was a flower.
I didn't either.
But yeah, I knew they were called a mum. Makes sense. They do look like a flower.
That'd be awesome, Fluffy. David and I are friends in a private range, so maybe we could set something up. Shoot me. Yeah, it's possible. You just have to, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, even if we got to do something in the afternoon, he could come down and we could hit a couple gun stores, go out to dinner or lunch or whatever, and then go shoot.
A lot of those were kind of like, I hate to say it like this, but war trophies, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, don't feel bad about it. I think war trophies should still be a thing. But,
Yep.
you know.
Some people get indifferent about it.
Yeah.
I think it should be a thing.
Depending on what the item is, I guess. But
right, to an extent.
Dude, on the War on Terror, my buddies weren't even allowed to bring back like bayonets and stuff.
Sad.
One of my friends brought back some sand. He had some sand in a glass vial.
Yeah.
And custom seized it.
Assholes. Damn.
Yeah.
See you, Pat. Thanks for coming in. All right. Oh boy. We'll go to like 45 and start shutting her down.
Sounds good.
They're considered property of the empire unless, that's a big word, was ground. Interesting.
So, professional amateur, you were talking about your kit when you were in. Dude, I'm really interested. What rifle were you issued?
We had the VZ58s at
Okay.
AK lookalike, and that's it. We had no pistols. Regular soldiers didn't have pistols. The officers had the VZ51, the VZ61, the Scorpions.
Okay.
They had those, and and or they carried the pistol, the CZ. Which ones they had? I think by the time I was there, they carried 82.
82. Okay, that's cool.
In 380.
Very cool.
So
You can get
Slovakian army was Slovakia is a very tiny country, and our army was pretty much useless.
pretty small.
Yeah, it was useless, and most of the equipment we had was obsolete 30 years ago when I was in the army, and they still use it. So
Yeah, that's really cool though. I like to see what different guys used and stuff. When I joined,
Go ahead.
No, say when I joined the army, like rear units were still getting issued like M16A2s. So like my first rifle, and that's what I went through basic training with, was a M16A2 with iron sights. And then I threw out when I was in for 8 years. I was using M4s in the end, but yeah, I got to use A2s and then A4s and then M4s. So I thought that was cool. See, now I want to own all that stuff that I'm out. I want like an A2 and an A4 and all that stuff.
Like a correct clone or an actual one?
Pretty close clone. I'm not one of those guys that has to be super anal about it, but I'd like to have something that has a pretty similar looking lower and then everything else look the same.
you would love Slovakia in about 1987, 88, 89,
Really?
right after the revolution. 89, when the Russians were leaving the country, you could, if you had money, you could buy whatever the hell. I mean, they would sell you guns. They would sell you. I had a buddy of mine who bought a Russian Jeep with a trailer, virtually brand new for freaking next to nothing. I mean, everything over there, they just surplus, and there was no bookkeeping and all that. So you had the money, you could buy a freaking tank.
That'd cool.
Be insane. What types of tanks did they have?
T-72s.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Damn.
History, man. History.
And fun fact: the little tiny tank, it wasn't really a tank. It was like a troop carrier. You could see them in Iraq. They were like really pointy in the front. Had a little cannon on top and could carry like, I don't know, eight soldiers or whatever. They were actually called BVPs in Czechoslovakia. Those were made in Slovakia.
Cool. That's cool.
They were actually not Russians.
They still use the T-72s. I was looking it up. They're still used present day.
Yep.
In service from 1973 till now.
Wow. Yep. That's insane. And then wow, okay. Tim S, P&B. Don't know what that means though.
P&P is a acronym for a vehicle of some kind. Is that a personnel carrier?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he can write in there, because anytime I get on a live stream, it's like you can't think because I'm on the spot.
You're like staring at the screen.
Yeah. Stuff I know that I just can't think of.
Then it ends. You're like, yo.
The BVP stands for how do I translate it?
Is it an armored personnel carrier, or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, basically, you can say it's an armored personnel carrier. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to translate it the way it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go. Maybe. There it
goes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're not translate completely, it would be like fighting vehicle of the infantry. That's what BVP stands for.
Okay.
Because it actually had a semi-decent cannon, and it also had on top of the cannon, it had a rocket. Originally, there was a rocket on it, that was remotely controlled. It was basically a coil in the back of the rocket. As it flew, it would unwind, and the driver would have control on his hand, and he could control it.
That's cool.
Well,
So
yeah,
that'd be the equivalent of the U.S. Bradley.
yes.
The Bradley fighting vehicle. Okay, that's cool. It's a little more serious than an armored personnel carrier. Our TAC got to go through everything.
That's a new one.
You guys see what Steve's woodworking said with his Repop M16A1? PSA, if you guys didn't know, Palmetto State Armory bought H&R, Harrington and Richardson, and back in the late 60s, H&R made M16A1s for the government. So since PSA bought H&R, they can now make repo correct H&R M16A1s, which is super cool. So I want to get one. They're about $1,200, but they make a really nice, pretty correct M16 if you want one.
They're really cool. I got to shoot one at SHOT Show Range Day this year.
Oh, you got to shoot one? I'm jealous. I haven't got to shoot one yet.
Yeah, they're neat. Really
That's
neat.
awesome.
Are those like the 20-inch or the 22?
20s.
20s? Okay.
Yep.
Dang. I bet that thing's smooth.
Oh, yeah. I like the A2 is one of my favorite service rifles, the 20-inch barrel. They have a good rear. The rear sight's better on the A2 than the A1s. They're pretty good service rifle.
So you want a fun fact from the Cold War?
Let's do it.
The beer bottle was actually same diameter as a projectile for the BVP vehicle. The rumor was that the company making the beer bottles were able to convert within a few hours to start making projectiles. And
That's
the
awesome.
cigarettes were the same size as a 7.62 projectile as well.
Huh.
How cool.
Interesting. I wonder why they did that. I wonder if it was a coincidence.
It wasn't coincidence. They basically built a factory so they can turn them over and start making ammo.
Yep.
So they already pre-planned for all that. Definitely full potential.
Yeah, 20-inch barrel with 5.56 ain't messing around.
No,
They're moving.
Chinese mom. Okay.
Everything Russian, when it comes to weapons, planes, I was a radio man. Basically, when I was in the Army back in, well, let's see, I came here in 94, so basically 92, 93. The radio I was using was, Jesus Christ, that thing was already 20 years old, if not older than that. It took a whole freaking truck. And my brother-in-law was a mechanic at the Air Force. And he was telling me stories like those MiGs, you would open up the freaking gates on them and the fuel would be like all over the goddamn place, leaking everywhere. But the whole thing was designed so they could literally drop the engine and replace it in a matter of hours. And thing would just keep going.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy.
Hand cranked. Tim is roasted. That's crazy.
Spectre, what are you doing with nods, man? Is it too dark on my screen? You got to put them on.
Yes. No, I'm just gonna be. I haven't really used these yet since I got them back. I haven't used the new ones. I turned them on. They freshly cleaned them too, so they're spicy. I thought I had blims, but I don't have blims. I just needed a nice little purge and clean.
Is that your katana?
Yeah, they're crisp now. There's like no specks, no blims. Well, what I thought was blims. There's nothing. It's crispy.
Dude, those are some nice intensifier tubes you have in that thing. When I looked through those, I was like, dang, that's clean.
Thank you. I think they're 22 Elbit pH aviation, I think.
Aviation tubes, yeah, so they're clean.
Yeah, they're nice. I was kind of spoiled, I guess. You definitely don't need these. You don't
Yeah,
need
We need a video of you going down the highway doing what 80 miles an hour with lights off and using knots.
I'll go on a country back road.
You can do it on my road.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
My road's perfect. My road looks like my background right now.
I'll use
Okay.
the 1X, and then I'll have like the psionics recorded, like do like a little like overhead. That thing will be like screaming like R2D2, like "How you doing, R2?" It'd be like,
Tonight would be the night to do it, man. This moon's been huge.
yes, that super moon is amazing.
Yeah, I took my kids camping out under it. It was pretty cool.
Last night was crazy. I seen it. And I was like memorized. I was just staring at it.
So I didn't know. So like once a month, there's one full moon, right? And you have a waning and a waxing gibbous before and after.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it's really rare and it happens sometimes. Some months you have 2 full moons, and this was one of them. That's
Yeah, I
pretty
didn't
cool.
know that either.
Yep.
Because our
I didn't
next
know
full
that.
moon isn't till Halloween, actually. I think day of or day before or something. Like
That was
next
full moon when I was driving home.
October. Yeah. So after these ones, and it's like a blue, or whatever it's called. I don't know like the actual name, but it's like a blue moon.
Yeah. Yesterday was the blue moon, the blue super moon, and then the night before was just a regular full moon.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have full moon 2 nights in a row. It's pretty neat.
Man, psionics loves a full moon.
Yeah, I know. I had somebody ask me, they're like, man, they look this. One of my shooting montages I did under nods. They're like, wow, these look that good. Should I buy one? I'm like, no,
Full
they
trans-
look that good. They look that good once a month.
only once. In a blue
They're
moon.
cool. They're cool to record on, but no, they suck without that full moon.
Yeah, I'm on the night shoots. I try and have like a tripod, and I put like an IR light or like beside it or around it, so I get some type of illumination because it's so dark there. Especially if the moon is like obviously not full and it's not a starry night. That thing is almost worthless.
It is, yeah.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say when it's like a twilight mode, it shines, but like when it's like fully dark, it's trash.
Yeah, it's just neat. It records in color.
Yeah, so mine has a gray tone, the green, and then like the full color.
I don't think mine has the gray.
The gray's weird.
Mine's the cheaper sport model.
I think mine's just right above yours. It's like still in the lower tier.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a black and white. I wouldn't even call it gray.
I got permission. It was like a year or 2 ago from one of my local long range places to go shoot at night. And I've known the place for years, and they let me go up there and shoot. So I took my nods and my laser, and I was shooting steel. I got some hits at like 400 yards, but
What?
with my D-ball D2. Now,
What was the conditions like? Full moon?
no, it was no moon at all. It was overcast, but I had some stars, and it was hard, dude. I got hits at 375 and 400, but unless I knew where those plates were, I wouldn't have hit them. Now, it is a long range place though, so the silhouettes are small. Well, they weren't even silhouettes. Like the biggest plate was like a 24-inch gong, so like a 2-foot gong, which sounds really big, but when your laser's almost that size,
right,
it's kind of small. But I did get some hits that far. It was pretty cool. But what I was getting at is I tried to record that with my psionics, and without that moon, dude, I didn't get any usable footage.
Right. That's insane you hit at that length because like
Yeah,
everyone's eyes are different, but with me, after like 150, 200 yards with nods, it's like almost impossible for me to see past that. So the furthest I've ever hit is like 175 with nods with the laser.
That's far. I mean, that is really far.
So
what helped me is like I knew the plates were in the wood line, and I could see a distinct field and then wood line, and I knew where the plate racks were And then when I would put my laser over the plate, sometimes it'd reflect back just a hair. You know what I'm talking about? How like when you hit a plate, they were,
You're
yeah,
like,
and that's how I was getting some hits. But I still felt like a stud shooting, you know, in the pitch black at 400 and get some hits.
hell yeah. There's probably like little crit like, damn, he's sending that shit. Was there anyone there?
Yeah, I had a couple of my buddies there. David Merrill, the editor of Recoil Magazine, was there with me. He was trying it with some thermals.
Oh, thermal?
Yeah, he was trying it with thermals. He couldn't see any. We were hoping like the temperature on the plates was a little warmer from being warm throughout the day.
Right.
And then as soon as it got dark, maybe you could see the plates with thermal, but he tried it with an expensive thermal and you couldn't see him at all.
Damn.
But if there was something alive out there, he would have seen him a lot better than me. So, you know.
Right. All right, we got a chessboard. Put a fact. Let's see it. If you dig a hole, one side of the moon, fill the hole. The other side will not have enough to fill the hole. Wow. Interesting.
My mind's like trying to wrap around it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of pissing me off. Like, how does that make sense?
The other side.
What?
Chessboard, are you fucking with us right now?
I dug. Dude, I was digging holes all day today.
Are we getting trolled? Chat, is this real? Are we getting trolled right now? Chessboard, you're messing with me. That didn't make sense.
Gravity, maybe?
I guess. Chris, help us out.
Yeah, the gravity will be the same on both sides of the moon.
Come on, Devin. I barely graduated high school. Can't answer something like that.
You're gonna miss. All right. Oh my god. All right. Well, let's start going around the room. All right, Chris. Got anything going on? Something you want to say? Plug in.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff coming up. Bought a new gun Tuesday. It shipped today, so we're gonna have another new gun on the channel. Got a couple new optics coming from Gideon. Going to be putting out a review for my primary arms. I've never had one of their optics. I got one of their optics now, and I just did a review on that. The Wednesday night live chat is going to be coming back here in the next couple weeks. I'm starting to secure some special guests to come on, and man, this has been fun. Awesome night. I always enjoy being on chats with Bald. Him and I have a good time together, and Chevy's just freaking awesome anytime we get a chance to talk to Chevy. So super cool having him here. And Devin, thank you very much for the invite, man.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Yeah. And letting me cross stream with you. This is pretty cool. Something that I'm new to and I'm happy to do. All right, Bald. What do you got going on? Anything you want to say? Giveaway?
Thanks for having me, I guess. I don't have a whole lot going on, to be honest. I gotta start reaching out to companies to send me some free shit as well. I was hoping Gideon Optics would send me something, but somehow I never got it. So I gotta start botting people and hopefully get some free stuff. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be buying a gun anytime soon. Not with the stupid gun laws that we got coming in. So I might kind of transition more into like testing a gear and stuff like that. You know, because it's getting harder and harder to obtain the firearms in this stupid liberal hellhole. So until I move out of here, I might have to look into something different. Thanks for having me. Good night.
I don't blame you. Thanks for coming. That 10mm giveaway, you guys need to jump on that. It's for a good cause. The odds of winning are getting even better. So if you can, anyway, help, support, like, share that video, or donate to win for it would be even the best. So thanks for coming on, Bald. I appreciate it. All right, Chevy, let's hear it, buddy.
I'm going to work on more VR videos for you guys. VR versus real gun. Those are fun. I have a lot of footage from that combat rifle match. It's a team match, that Fort Harmor match in Marietta, Ohio, I was just telling you about. I filmed that all day, so I got a ton of footage I need to work on. And the guys I filmed actually got second place, so they did really good too. And then just going to be working on my farm, trying to get ready for combat matches. So, like I said, hopefully here in 6 or maybe 4 or 6 months, I'll be ready to go.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Sharing those history pieces, the wooden box, the band.
Yeah, I literally bought it tonight.
There it is. Waiting 8 years for a suppressor. Once again, I'm never going to complain about waiting for a suppressor again. That is insane.
I just pretend like I lost it.
Those matches are going to take off. I'm very curious. I'm going to look up that company that you said and watch that. If you need any help tearing down, I'll show up with a positive attitude and like a chainsaw or something. We'll just rage havoc.
Sounds good.
Thanks for coming on. So the next live chat is going to be probably September 7th. It's the Thursday, next Thursday. It's going to be a quick one. It's going to be like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just going over ORD, the itinerary for me. It's like a 3-week training and networking weekend. And a couple videos coming up, comparing a couple night vision backpacks compared to the AB night vision battery pack as well. A couple night shoots are going to be happening, so we'll get a couple of those videos going out. I just want to say thank you to everyone in the side chats, and Chris's and mine, for supporting and keeping this chat and our YouTubes going. Without you guys, I say this every time because I mean it, without you, this wouldn't be possible. Thanks for getting me the 500 subs randomly. Woke up with a heart attack today, past 500. So whoever out there shouted out my channel or mentioned me or whatever, thank you. If you want to contact me, I'll send you a patch, give you a hug. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But thank you. So I'll see you guys next Thursday. Spectre out.